What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Elizabeth and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively on paper. And if that sounds like your kind of community, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Today, I don't know, at least when I'm filming this, I don't know what the video is going to be about, but I'm guessing that the title and the thumbnail are accurate. So whatever those say is what we're doing today. I don't edit my videos, and in today's video, I'm kind of going to be all over the place. So we're going to see how things unfold, and if we end up setting up a planner with some plannery things from Phelps Designs, or if we start decorating something with a new sticker book from Casthetic Plans. I have no idea. We're going to see how the wind blow. Ooh, or if we do all of the above, we'll just have to see what happens. I have some happy mail here. I have a new sticker book from Casthetic Plans called Haunted Harvest. This was sent to me for review. Cassie is a friend of mine and I love her sticker books, so I'm glad to show them and promote them on my channel. So I'm excited to flip through this with you guys. I am going to dabble in planner Flair, and so I ordered a ribbon from Tailored Plan on Etsy, and she gave me an additional one, and there might be a freebie in here just because we were chatting and I'm just new to these things, and she was really helpful. So I get to show you guys, looks like a couple different sizes of her planner Flair. And then Phelps Designs came out with tab tape. Okay, tab tape being tabs for your planner, but in roll form, and you get multiple sets in a roll versus like buying a sheet of paper tabs, which I'm not a fan of paper tabs. I'm a fan of plastic tabs. I like the really hard plastic ones, but I'm really curious to see how the tab tape works because price-wise and value-wise, what she is doing, I haven't actually opened this yet, but what she's doing with the tab tape seems innovative and cost effective for those of us that have multiple planners that need tabs, that you can get them in one roll, get a variety of colors, and I'm excited to see this. So we're going to get through this. Now, I already showed these items. So I have a Phelps Designs B6 Live, Love, Dream notebook, and I do have an A6 Sterling ink planner and JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop pencil boards. And so I'm wondering if we're going to want to end up setting up one of these with the tabs from Phelps Designs. I also got a new cover, an A6 cover. Maybe we're going to do a bunch of things. I hope that we can decorate and maybe play around with some of the Lauren Phelps Design stuff because I do want to kind of start moving into this. And maybe this video will be the move-in. I don't know. Well, you just have to, you already know, and I don't know yet. So let's look at the stuff before we actually start playing with it. And if you're new here, I don't edit my videos. Most of my videos are unedited because I just enjoy the process of playing with things. And I like having you guys see my true first impressions when I am unboxing and playing around and decorating things because I want you to see how I problem solve and troubleshoot. And I think I just think it's more helpful this way. So if you're not used to my videos, they are longer. You can put me at 1.5 speed if you need to. I won't be offended. But for those of you that just like a buddy to hang out with while you're setting up your planners or your notebooks, I am your gal. Let's start with the sticker book flip through. Again, this is from Casthetic Plans, Haunted Harvest, and this guy releases on Monday, October 6th at 10 a.m. Central Time. Cassie does not do like discount codes, but I am an affiliate for her. So if you decide to pick up this sticker book because this video was helpful or you just want to support my channel, help keep the lights on around here, please shop with the link in the description box. So Haunted Harvest by Casthetic Plans. We have 534 pieces, and I'm excited about this because I think it's going to be a mix of fall and Halloween. I think a whole Halloween sticker book would be hard for me to flip through because I'm not a big Halloween person. But if you mix and match, I could be down for it. This first sheet is paper. We have really beautiful, like neutral autumnal vibes here with the door. She does large deco stickers, which are some of my favorite. I could see this being actually really pretty in the A6. It might be too seasonal. I don't know. We'll just see. But I love this giant sticker. All these cute little pumpkins with the florals. Very pretty. This is the same sticker sheet, but on clear paper. So she does this a lot with her sticker books, that you get the same images, but you get them on clear and you get them on paper. And that way you get 2 of each, so you don't have to hoard them. And you also get a mix of, paper types. You can decide what's going to work best for you with the layout that you're working on. So this sheet is paper. Very cute. Love the, I love the neutral tones of this one. It's very warm and cozy for fall. And then we have the same sheet on the clear transparent stickers. The transparent stickers are going to have a little bit more vibrancy. That's just because the printing on the clear versus the paper. But otherwise, they are identical. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this pile of leaves right here. And then she does the individual leaves as well. So you can really create like a flow of leaves on your spread. You can create scenes. Very, very pretty. This is the same sheet, but in clear. Then we have florals, more florals in that colorway. Just extra accents here. Very pretty. That same sheet, but in clear. Ooh, these are different. I like these little tags with like the, not burlap, but the twine pulls. And then they almost look like cutting boards, like they are board tags. I know that sounds weird, but they look like tags, but they're like almost like cutting boards. These are on paper, so they are functional. You can write on them. We've got some wreaths down here. And she's giving us 2 sheets of these and in the paper, and that's so that we can write on them. Oh, love, 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 love. Love our trees, our autumnal trees. Man, I might want to decorate the A6 with this, even though it's for the whole year. These are very pretty. Those were paper. These are clear. Ugh. It's so pretty. Look at like the inky blots and then the leaves kind of superimposed on them. That is so pretty. I love that navy. That is clear. And this sheet is also clear. So another thing that Cassie does with her sticker books is she has a great variety of decor sticker sizes, but then she also provides layering pieces that are meant to be, kind of underneath your other stickers. And there are lots of textures, inky, maybe text, just something to kind of beef up the decorative elements. She always has texture pieces, and these are stunning. And you get 2 sheets of those, which is great. Then you're going to get functional boxes that match that whole collection. And these are typical like 1.5 inch vertical boxes, columns wise. So it's going to fit a typical like Happy Planner classic. These also though fit in some of our other vertical planners. The 1.5 inch size is pretty common. This is a double vertical. And then these down here are actually, these are bullets, little bullet stickers, which you can see, hopefully. I think my camera is a little bit more zoomed out than normal. So I love that. And then the last element of her sticker books is she'll show you the whole collection. So you have decorative stickers, you have texture stickers, you have functional boxes, and then she gives you a couple of sheets of all of them layered together, which you can use as inspiration for how to layer the different elements. Or if you're in a rush and just want to decorate a page quickly, a journaling spread quickly, you just lay the whole thing down and it's already pre-layered for you. But here you can see all the elements together, like the trees that we saw, the truck that we saw, the extra brush that we saw, and then here's that layered inky spot, and then our functional boxes all in one giant sticker. Very, very pretty. And we have 2 sheets of those. I think now we're getting into the haunted harvest element, and very like pretty, having the black flowers kind of mixed in with the oranges. I like the gray tones in here, kind of soften it up a little bit. That was paper. This is clear. Then we have, dark and moody florals, a little more spooky. We've got some pumpkins in here and some black roses, some spider webs and spiders. So it's like eerie and a little creepy, but it's not like super, there's no like ghosts on the page if you're not a big Halloween person. These are very pretty, especially like these individual stems with the black, the gray, and the orange. I think it is really, really pretty. Okay, so now we're getting more into the haunty, but she's keeping the elements like connected through. So we still have these, I'm going to call them, they look like cutting boards. They're not cutting boards, but another way to do the labels, she's got these wood kind of paneling, and then some of them have little elements of like ghosts, or not ghosts, bats. So we have bats here. And then this one has a little spooky pumpkin. This one has a little spooky pumpkin here, but these are writable paper labels. You get 2 sheets of those. Ooh, these are pretty. This is very pretty. This is the thing with me with Halloween. Like, I don't celebrate Halloween, but some of the design elements I just think are so pretty. So we have these ones with like herbs and potions and whatnot. Then we have this guy. I'm gonna have to rotate this one. This one actually has like castles in it. And then these framed ones are my favorite from the page. So those are paper and functional, so you can write on those. You have 2 sheets of those. Is this a terrible? No, these are just giant stickers, right? Are they just giant stickers? I think they're just giant stickers. Holy moly, this is a 1 giant sticker. I'm not going to lift it all the way up, but that is one giant sticker. Love this branch sticker here. It's going to be cut all the way out to the end of the page, and so you're going to have a straight edge here so you can butt it up against your pages. This is a really cool sticker. It's got skulls down at the bottom, which is a little creepy, but I love the orange moon up here since everything else is black and white. And then you've got these individual bats. This is a cluster of bats. These big ones are really pretty. Wow. Okay, she did do one on paper and she did one in clear. Wow. This sticker is stunning. Like, so beautiful. Wow. Okay, now we're getting into the creepy stuff. I probably won't use these stickers personally, but I know that if you're a big Halloween person, you will appreciate them. But we've got these like inky blobs, but they're kind of textured and look like old style, old world. We've got some like ghosts, bats. We have another kind of ghost, and a hat there. And 1 sheet of this in clear and another sheet of this in clear. So this is a different design, but these are the kind of textured decorative elements like the inky blots in the first collection. We've got a crow, spider's web, more kind of, see how they're like splatter texture, but like this one has almost like a linen-y texture overlay on it, which is really, really pretty if this aesthetic is your jam. Then we have some traditional Halloween colors with the orange, purple, and like taupe color. Those are going to be quite the pop up against the more black and white images. Here is our functional boxes and bullets. And then here we can see, this is helpful, we can see how she pulled it all together. So she used these brighter colors because the decorative elements are more neutral. So you can see how those boxes really pop. And this is like your pre-made cluster. You get 2 of those. So I think the titling of this sticker book was completely completely accurate. It is definitely, I mean, half of it is more Halloween, and then half of it is half is haunted and half is harvest. But I could see some of these Halloween section florals could probably still be incorporated here if you wanted to darken them up a little bit. This, for the harvest section, is for sure my favorite, but what a really beautiful sticker book. And then you have the title of the book up at the top. Okay, let's keep moving and let's check out Tailored Plan. This is gonna be a little bit different for my vibes. I haven't dove into Planner Flair, so I'm gonna open this up. Her packaging is so romantic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so sweet, you guys. Okay, well, this is, oh, wow. Thank you, Taylor. What a blessing. I hope you'll enjoy your planner ribbons. And she included some clips too. Now, I'm going to have to take some time to figure this out probably off camera, maybe in a reel over on Instagram, to figure out how these are going to work. Oh, but she included little charm. Oh, let's look at these first. So again, her shop is on Etsy. I will link her shop down below, but these are little paper clips, and there's 2 of them, and they have the letter E on them, which honestly, what a blessing that she gave me 2, because one of them, my daughter's name is Esther, which is also an E. And I look at the packaging here. Sorry, the ink is like killing the vibe. Esther and I did a craft project this morning, but look how she's wrapped her things with washi tape and like book pages. How pretty is that? But look at the 2 different styles of charms here. The first one is just your classic E. And then the second one is like a typewriter E. That is so pretty. And they're paper clips with the charm attached. So if you want a little like monogram charm, tailored plan is the way to go. I love shopping small when I can and shedding light on small shops, which is essentially what we were doing in today's video. And then here is the just simple E. You can clip these onto your page, and then you have like a little like charm dangling. That's so cute. And I have 2. Thank you, Taylor, if you're watching this. Wow, that is really, really sweet. Okay, so this is what's great about shopping small is you have access to the creators, right? The crafters. So I messaged her kind of saying, I'm interested. I don't know where to start when it comes to planner flair like this. And I use so many different planners, so I wasn't sure like how do ribbons actually connect to the planners that you're using? And this is something I'll just have to keep playing with and reach back out to her to figure out. But look at this experience. You can unwrap your washi with this paper. I'm gonna have to like rewrap this up so I can show it over on Instagram, because look, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So she hand makes these ribbons, and she has them available on, wow, that's really, hold on. I need to stop talking for a second. That's really pretty. Wow. I love the mix of textures. That lace. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. This one has like a velvet texture. Okay, so she makes these ribbons, and I was saying something else though. Oh, she makes them. There are ones that are already made that she just like makes, and then she lists them on Etsy, but you can also reach out to her if you're looking for specific colors, and she can make you a ribbon that will match your planner. Now, there's a couple different ways from what I could see on her Etsy shop of ways to connect them to your planner. If you're working with a coil like a Laurel Denise planner or an Erin Condren planner, you can use this like lobster claw type clip up at the top, and it basically functions as a bookmark. What I like, or just dangling like a tassel dangling off of your planner. And what's interesting about this is I love the idea of these, but the ribbons that come in planners, the ones that come bound into book planners, for example, I pretty much like, I cut them off. I don't use them, but I would use something like this that's like romantic and personalized and artisan and like crafted, you know what I mean? Let's take a look at this one, and I should update you guys, leave down in the description box basically the size difference here. This was the one that I purchased on just from her Etsy shop, and I messaged her and I'm like not sure what size to go with. Like, do I want to use this for my A6 or like a hemlock and oak planner? So I purchased this one, and then she said, let me send you one of the longer ones so you can see kind of how it works. So let me just lay it out this way. So here is your kind of classic size, and I'll put the appropriate terminology down in the description box. And then this is the small size. And I'm pretty sure her listings are really good about saying what planners they're good for, so you can see the difference. So this was one of those kind of pre-made ones, like she made a couple of them. And I just liked that it was neutral, but had some texture to it with the bumblebee pattern and the like buffalo plaid. And then I was like, oh, but I'd like a neutral one too. And this is going to match so many different things. So what I'm going to do is zoom back out. And The other thing I was going to say is I did see that she's got this as an attachment method, the lobster claw, and then she also has bookmarks. So if you're in a book bound situation, you can clip them or have them attached to a bookmark that slides into your planner. So this is a B6 size notebook, and the B6 size is, or this Flair size is going to be perfect if you have a way of, like, if I poked a little hole in this cover, I could just have it kind of dangling back here. See how it just adds a little bit of customization if you poke a little hole here. Or if you got the version that has the bookmark element, you could do that. And lengthwise, if it was clipped back here, it wouldn't go all the way down the length of the page. But that's not too bad though, size-wise. I think this would be more for B6 Flair if I just wanted it to be back here. And then you have it just kind of dangling. But my thought was this one would be good for my A6 size, which I'm wanting to spend a little bit more of an effort on in the new year, give it a good try. And so, yeah, this size is going to be perfect with the A6 size. But again, you have to have a way to attach it. And it might be for me be poking a little hole in the cover that I have for the Sterling Ink planner, actually, to experiment here. So here is a project planner from Laurel Denise. And the idea is you can just clip that on, and you can leave it, just have it be like dangly, or you can swing it around. Let me find an open spot. Swing it around, and it can actually be like a page marker for you like that, which is handy because coil planners don't come with ribbons. And then you've got it like sticking out underneath. So this is a traditional or large sized Laurel Denise planner. So it doesn't matter the layout. You can just see that the larger ribbon fits beautifully in that Laurel Denise dimension. So pretty. And then like when you open up your planner, it's open on your desk. You've got this just like lovely ribbon. And if it's in your way while you're writing, you just swing it backwards and then swing it back in. That is so pretty. And my Laurel Denise order for 2026 actually shipped today. So you'll be able to see a ton of new things from Laurel Denise. But if you end up deciding to get anything from Laurel Denise, you can add a little flair to your planner that way. Let me try these guys actually. I'm gonna try like paper clip like so. Look at that. Oh, I love her. So cute. Okay, well, love. Get yourself some customized little clips and then figure out how to attach these to bookbound if you didn't get the bookmark style. Friends, weird split here because my phone overheated. So we are plugged back in, we are cooled down, and we're gonna come back to these once we go through the Lauren Phelps design stuff because I think they're all gonna play together at the end. And I have a lot to learn about Flair. So leave me your tips in the comment section. And if you are curious about adding Flair to your planners as well, or these like beautiful little monogram clips, then check out Tailored Plan, which I've linked down in the description box. Let's pivot over to the Lauren Phelps designs because I think these are gonna play all together once I figure out how I'm gonna set up this A6. So my Lauren Phelps designs order included two things, and she threw in some extra items, which I'm really appreciative of because I like having information and being able to share and show things. So what I purchased right off the bat And I'm glad that she sent me samples of the bigger size because I'm looking at these minis and I'm like, these are mini. I purchased the new tab tape in the mini size. The mini size I picked up because it has all of the colors available: clear, black, nude, blush, lavender, and ice house. So because this is a smaller tab, she was able to provide all of the colors. And so I was like, well, I want to see all the colors, so let's go with the smaller one. And you can see that these tabs are teeny tiny. I am going to open this up in just a minute, but not only do you have the months, but you have index and notes, which is really, really nice. In addition to the two different sizes, and I'll just pull this out so you can see the other size. In addition to the two sizes, there are two different ways that the top of the tab is shaped. This is like a more traditional, and then there's one that's more of like a little bubble, like a bubble shape to it. And I don't know if there's any of those in there, but these are the two different sizes of the tab tapes, and you can buy them in a roll. The roll is going to give you like years and years worth of tabs. You're going to get a variety of colors, and you will have tabs forever. So if you know that you are going to want to use multiple planners over the years, and you're going to want to have multiple sets of tabs, just get the roll. Pick the colorway that you want and get the whole roll. If you don't need 30 years or whatever it was, 30 years worth of tabs, she sells them by the loop. The loop meaning one complete loop of unique tabs before the loop repeats again over and over and over and over again to make a roll. So one loop you can purchase for, obviously it's going to be more affordable. Price-wise, it's going to be cheaper to get one loop, but value-wise, the roll is always going to be the better value. So you just got to decide, is there any chance that you're going to want multiple loops? And if so, you should just get the full roll. I'll leave Lauren Phelps Designs link down in the description box. She doesn't have a discount code or affiliate link or anything. I just buy her stuff because I like it. And so she sent me, we should look at our little freebie. So she's really awesome about promoting other small shops. So this is like a little sample, and everybody gets this little sample of small shops that have stickers. So we can check that out. We'll check this out at the end because I'm kind of in my loop zone. I also got an A6 clear cover. Her covers are just fabulous. I have several of them, like this B6 one I have covered with a Lauren Phelps Designs cover. So we will try this on my A6 in just a couple minutes, but let's really focus on the tab tape. You do get information about the Lauren Phelps brand, which I think is really nice to have that included in the packaging. So if you want to learn more about what she's got when you get your order, you can do that. So tab tapes. So I'm not going to open up the roll actually, because it looks like she gave me a loop of the minis. So we're going to open up all of these and look at what they look like. So, and actually the price is on here, which is excellent. I can't remember what I paid for the full roll. I want to say it was like $12, maybe more. Don't quote me, but a loop is going to be $6.99. So let's open this up and see what a loop looks like. So you can purchase the full roll, or you can get one loop. And one loop is just as it sounds, one loop of unique tabs. And you're gonna get all the colors, right? So in the mini version, you get that ice house, you get the lavender, we are not focused, the blush, the nude, and the, oh, you know what she did? The black and the clear. What she did was, this is the, I'll have to look up the official name for it. This is the kind of standard type tab finish up at the top. Can you see that? And she sent me the rounded version as well in the loop. So here you can see the difference here in, they're the same size, but I feel like I should just take one for the team here. I'm going to take this notes guy. This notes tab, see how it has like a little bottom, two little tushies, little tushy right there, which is different than this guy that has more of a straight finish to it. Can you see that? Actually, we'll just do a comparison right next to each other. And actually what I'm going to do, maybe I should make this a reel, do a little short, but there is your notes tab in the rounded version. See how it's got a rounded finish to it versus, I'm going to go ahead and open this because I think we need to. And this video is probably going to be so long that we're not going to do, I don't think we're going to do a creative plan with me with the Haunted Harvest sticker book. I'll have to do that in a separate video because I do think that these need a little bit of love here and explanation. So, and I'm going to go ahead and peel off. Which one we did the rounded notes. So I'm going to do the square-ish one, and thankfully it's already kind of sticking up here or accessible on the roll, which I'm now breaking because it's not flat. Oh boy, there we go. That was hard to get off the roll, not because of the product itself, but because I didn't unroll it. But here's our notes tab in the regular version. This is going to be true for both sizes and all colors. You're going to be able to choose between that more rounded one. See how it's got rounded edges? And then a more traditional tab type. So you're going to choose your shape, your size, and then your colorway. If you get the minis, you don't have to choose your colorway because one loop will have all of the colors. One loop will have all of the colors, and the roll will have all of the colors. When you get into the larger size, the larger sizes are split into colorways, and you're going to have to pick which colorway you want. So, and actually this is cool. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. She gave me both design styles, both the rounded and the straight. So this is what the loop is going to look like. The larger loop is still going to be $6.99, and the colors are split up. So you're going to have more of a neutral colorway. You're going to get your clear, black, and blush. And in the larger, it's full spelling on your months. Font choice is excellent, in my opinion. Love that. So you're going to get a full set of blush, a full set of black, a full set of clear. If you buy the roll of this, you'll get a full roll of the black, the blush, and the clear repeated over and over again. You're not going to get all the colors in the large. You're just going to get black, blush, and clear. And then if you want more of the rounded aesthetic, you can do that. You can get the rounded version versus the straight cut version. So colorway, blush, clear, black. Or if you want the colorful ones, you can get the Ice House, the lavender, and the pink. So there's your pink, lavender, and the Ice House. So 3 colors in the large. And then you can also choose, do you want the straight or do you want the more rounded bubble? And I'll just show you one more time the difference between the bubble and the more straight right there. These small tabs, oh, these are nice. Okay, so I'm not a fan of paper tabs. I have never been a fan of paper tabs. They always just wear so much over the course of the year. They get floppy. This feels, they're not as stiff as like a hard plastic like the ones from Stylish and Minimal Co. But these are much, much sturdier than the paper ones. So if you're looking for affordable and pretty aesthetic tabs, I would get these ones because they're way more, like I'm really flipping it and they're staying really sturdy here. Those are nice, you guys. So when you have a planner as small as this one, here you can see like what that's gonna look like. Teeny tiny. So the question is, should we add some tabs today? I think that would take so long. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but I just wanna show you. This is an A6 sized planner and the minis are gonna be an excellent size for the A6. This is a B6 Phelps Designs notebook planner hybrid, and you can see what the size would look like, the minis would look like on those. Let's do a sampling on here of the larger. And again, I'm gonna do the index tab. Now you got to be careful. I just peeled that and it split. That's on me. That's not on the product. So you want to just be careful about where you're applying your pressure. But let's stick them down and then fold it over like so. There is the large. Man, that is a sexy tab. Look at that. So, and it's plastic and it's doubled up, right? So you've got extra strength because it's attached itself. It's doubled over. That's nice. Let's see what that's gonna look like on a B6. I wonder if you'd have room all the way across. 1, 2, 3. Real science here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I think you could do all 12 if they are slightly overlapped, if you wanted to do the larger. I absolutely think it would work, but you've got to overlap them. And then you could do top tabs for index and for notes. So your notes section gets one up here, or if you're a thumb pull person, you could put your tabs down at the bottom as well. Let me see what that would look like on an A6. You could do the larger on the A6, but you'd have to double over. You'd have to do like 6 months and then 6 months. And it might feel a little bulky. Probably stick with the smaller ones for the A6. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about these. The plastic tabs that I get, I really do like them a lot. I love them, really, but they are expensive and it's kind of a one and done. I would say if you are purchasing planners like Sterling Ink, if you are purchasing planners like Hemlock and Oak, if you are a bullet journaler and you're using an Archer and Olive dot grid notebook, these would be an excellent option to mark your pages. Yeah, these are really cool. And the fact that she offers them in a loop. So if you get a loop, you get 1, 2, 3. You get 3 sets, which is 3 years of planners or 3 notebooks for a year. That is incredibly generous. So you can do the loop or you can do the roll, which will basically last you a lifetime. So, wow, this is really cool. So that is the tab tape. If you have questions about the tab tape, please let me know. When I start doing setup videos for 2026, you will see these. I am going to use these and we'll be able to test out how to actually place them. The only thing that's not in the packaging is like guides. And I think that's purposeful because she doesn't know what planners and notebooks you're going to be using them on. So you might want to, I don't know, use a ruler or just be okay with maybe not knowing the exact lineup of things. But my gosh, like, and I love the black on white, or the white on the black. That is really nice. And the clear is really nice too. I'm a neutrals person, so I'll probably lean more towards the neutrals for my setups, but you guys will just have to wait and see. What I wanted to also try out was the cover, the Lauren Phelps Designs cover. Now, if you've been in this kind of world for a long time, you know that Lauren Phelps Designs covers are fabulous. So I have every expectation that this is going to fit just fine. And if I can't get it to fit, it's because I'm an idiot, not because the product isn't awesome. But really nice, thin plastic, enough to protect like a skin. It's enough to protect it, but is not going to add any bulk. So let's slide this guy in and see how it fits. And I like sleeves like this because if you don't want to put stickers directly on your planner, but you want to decorate the front of it, you can slide vinyl stickers in, maybe even just use a little bit of washi tape or something. So you can decorate the cover and it's going to stay trapped underneath the skin of the cover. So I'm going to fold this guy over as gently as possible and slide that through. And she has all kinds of covers that have like white lined designs on it. If you want, it just feels so nice. If you want a little bit of decor in yours or on yours, you can do that. Now I like a tighter fit, so I'm going to hope that this will plump up a little bit and it will fill it in because I've got a little bit of spacing here. She's probably got information on the website about how to size right your notebooks into the covers. But look how you've got like a nice protective cover here. And you also have pockets. There are pockets. If I wanted to slide a vinyl sticker or decorative element there, I could. So my thought was that if I'm putting some sort of clear cover over it, and I'm willing to be ballsy and ruin this, I'm kind of thinking I want to poke a hole in this guy. Really small hole. Hope it doesn't keep getting stretched out. Let's see if I can just pop this on the top for now, though, because I want to use my Flair, this Flair, on my A6, and I'm going to need to be able to attach it somehow. So I think poking a little hole in the A6 cover is going to be a way to do that. And then once it's in, like, it will be a perfect fit for the A6. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. So I think I am going to do it. A project for another day, but just wanted to show you kind of the Flair potential here. And then if I get some really pretty neutral stickers for the front that kind of match this, I'll have this like cozy little planner here for on the go. Go through everything. Oh, I wanted to open up the package. Help support our community and shop small. Check out these small businesses that may be new to you. We love our community and want everyone to have success. So I think it's really cute that she includes other small shops swag or like samples in her packaging. Like, I think that's really kind of her. So we have, let's check out some of these new to me shops. So we have Kiki & Co. Studio with their contact info. We have fairyloveddesigns.com. We have Lightly Inked. That's adorable. We have Shine Sticker Studio. These are all cut. These are all almost like contact cards. We have Charmin Dreams. We have Fairy Love Designs and Saucy Stickers Co. So if you like the aesthetic of any of these, you can check out those shops. Wow, we did a lot, and yet I feel like we didn't do enough. But I think that's all that I have for you guys today. Haunted Harvest, this beautiful sticker book, is going to release on Monday, October 6th at 10 a.m. Central Time. And my affiliate link is in the description box. And last but certainly not least, we introduced Planner Flair into my life with the tailored plan ribbons and these really, really lovely paperclip charms. That was so thoughtful of her. Absolutely stunning. So if you want to check out any of these shops, you can find them linked down in the description box. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Come hang out with me on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again and see how all of these things eventually come together for 2026, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video.